Good evening, here are tonight's top stories. Ziggy Ford has been granted bail in a burglary case, while a devastating fire has engulfed a two-story home in Firish Village, Burbis. Additionally, a Timary resident has received a 6-month sentence for the break and enter of a place of worship. A minor has been remanded to prison for an alleged assault on a businesswoman, and vendors at the Georgetown Public Hospital have been given 7 days to vacate the premises. Furthermore, the Guyana Police Force has unveiled a cutting-edge crime scene vehicle, and money laundering charges have been dismissed against Kenneth Kelawan Ramnarine and his son. Stay tuned for more updates. Please remember to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more news.
Ziggy Ford granted bail in burglary case. In a recent court appearance at the Diamond Magistrates Court, 30-year-old Ziggy Ford, also known as Fabulous and Bumps, found himself facing a burglary charge. However, he was granted bail by Magistrate Sunil Scarce. Ford, hailing from Friendship Squatting Area, East Bank Demerara, EBD, made his first appearance in court where the charge was formally read to him. He pleaded not guilty to the accusation. The alleged burglary involved the theft of an iPhone valued at $109,000 and a phone case worth $2,000 from a residence in New Hope, EBD. Despite the seriousness of the charge, Magistrate Scarce granted Ford bail in the amount of $150,000. He is required to return to court on June 11, 2024, for further proceedings in the case. For Ford, this court appearance marks the beginning of a legal journey, with his fate hanging in the balance as the judicial process unfolds. Devastating fire engulfs two-story home in Firish Village, Burbis. In a tragic turn of events, a fierce fire of unknown origin has ravaged a two-story wooden and concrete house in Firish Village, Quarantine, Burbis, leaving a family of 3 grappling with loss and injury. The calamity struck at approximately 01:20 HRS today, catching the occupants unaware as they slept soundly within the confines of their home. Jermaine Benjamin, aged 37 and the owner of the building, resided in the upper flat with his 32-year-old wife, while a 45-year-old laborer occupied the bottom flat. Reports indicate that the residents were abruptly roused from their slumber by the acrid scent of smoke permeating the air. Faced with imminent danger, the couple residing in the upper flat resorted to desperate measures, leaping through a window in a bid to escape the engulfing flames. However, their daring escape came at a cost, as they sustained injuries, including varying degrees of burns, during their ordeal. The injured couple is currently receiving medical treatment at the New Amsterdam Hospital, where they are being attended to for their injuries. As authorities work to determine the cause of the fire, the community is left reeling from the loss and destruction wrought by this tragic incident. Our hearts go out to Jermaine Benjamin, his wife, and all those affected by this devastating fire. May they find strength and support in the midst of this challenging time. Timary resident receives 6-month sentence for break and enter of place of worship. In a solemn courtroom session at the Diamond Magistrates Court, 34-year-old Fadil Shah, a resident of Timary, East Bank Demerara, EBD, faced the consequences of his actions as he was sentenced to 6 months imprisonment. Shah appeared before Senior Magistrate Dylan Bess to answer to a charge of breaking and entering a place of worship. In a swift resolution to the case, Shah pleaded guilty to the offense, sparing the court from lengthy proceedings. Consequently, he was promptly handed down his sentence. The charge stemmed from an incident involving the unlawful entry into a place of worship, a grave violation that carries significant consequences. Recognizing the severity of the offense, Senior Magistrate Bess imposed a 6-month prison term on Shah. For Shah, the courtroom verdict marks the beginning of a period of incarceration, serving as a stark reminder of the repercussions of criminal behavior. As he begins his sentence, Shah reflects on the choices that led him to this moment, grappling with the consequences of his actions. The swift resolution of Shah's case underscores the judicial system's commitment to upholding law and order, ensuring accountability for those who engage in criminal activities. As the legal process unfolds, the community is reminded of the importance of respecting the sanctity of places of worship and abiding by the laws that safeguard society's well-being. Minor remanded to prison for alleged assault on businesswoman. In a troubling case brought before the Bartica Magistrates Court, 28-year-old Roy John, a resident of Friendship Village, Pomeroon River, Region 2, found himself facing serious charges of assaulting a 51-year-old businesswoman. Appearing before Magistrate Tariq Mohammed, John was remanded to prison after pleading not guilty to the charge of felonious wounding. The incident in question reportedly occurred at Asano Landing, Middle Mazaruni, Region 7, where John allegedly assaulted the businesswoman, identified as Holly Maunderson, after she rebuffed his advances. Maunderson sustained lacerations to her face and body as a result of the assault. According to police reports, John approached Maunderson outside a camp and made a proposition, which she declined. Subsequently, John purportedly became agitated and attacked Maunderson, inflicting serious injuries. Following the assault, Maunderson sought medical attention at the Bartica Hospital, while John was apprehended and detained at the Guyana Police Station. During his court appearance, John entered a plea of not guilty to the charges leveled against him. However, Magistrate Mohammed denied him bail and ordered him to be remanded to prison pending further legal proceedings. The severity of the alleged assault and its impact on the victim highlight the importance of addressing violence against women and ensuring that perpetrators are held accountable for their actions. As the case unfolds, the court proceedings serve as a reminder of the importance of upholding the rule of law and safeguarding the rights and well-being of all individuals within society. John is scheduled to return to court on May 20, 2024, as the legal process continues. Georgetown Public Hospital vendors given 7 days to vacate premises. Despite previous warnings and appeals, vendors operating outside the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation, GPHC, have been given a final ultimatum: vacate the premises within 7 days or face legal repercussions. The directive came from attorney Sase Guraj, representing the hospital, in a letter addressed to the town clerk of Georgetown and the mayor and city council on April 30, 2024. The letter, which highlights the persistent encroachment issue, serves as a stern reminder of the hospital's stance on the matter. We are instructed to demand, as we hereby do, that you take steps to remove all vendors from the vicinity of our client's premises within 7 days hereof, the letter states unequivocally. Failure to comply with the ultimatum will prompt the hospital to initiate legal proceedings against the vendors and the council. The hospital's frustration with the ongoing situation is evident, with the letter noting previous attempts to address the issue yielding no tangible results. This latest development follows a series of warnings and notices dating back to December 2022, when the Ministry of Public Works issued a final notice to remove all makeshift stalls and vending structures. Despite protests and appeals, including calls for relocation to alternative sites, the vendors have yet to comply. The persistence of the encroachment issue has not gone unnoticed by the legal system, with Guyana's High Court recently ruling in favor of city businesses seeking the removal of vendors from their premises. As the deadline looms, the fate of the vendors outside the GPHC hangs in the balance. With legal action looming, it remains to be seen whether the vendors will heed the ultimatum or face the consequences of non-compliance. Guyana Police Force unveils cutting-edge crime scene vehicle. In a significant stride towards bolstering its crime-solving prowess, the Guyana Police Force has unveiled a state-of-the-art crime scene vehicle, marking a momentous occasion in the nation's law enforcement landscape. The acquisition of this cutting-edge vehicle not only signifies progress, but also underscores the force's steadfast commitment to enhancing public safety and conducting thorough, efficient investigations. The unveiling ceremony, held at the Tactical Services Unit Drill Square, Police Headquarters, Eve Leary on April 30, 2024, was a simple yet significant affair, attended by key stakeholders and distinguished officials. Prior to acquiring this modern vehicle, the Guyana Police Force faced notable limitations in its crime-solving capabilities, particularly concerning the transportation of essential forensic analysis equipment and the conduct of on-site investigations. The introduction of the new crime scene vehicle marks a paradigm shift in addressing these challenges. Equipped with a plethora of amenities tailored to facilitate efficient crime scene processing, the vehicle boasts cool storage units for transporting delicate samples, first aid kits, wash sinks for fingerprint processing, and computer workstations. Additionally, secure lockers, power outlets, solar lighting systems, and tent facilities further enhance the operational capabilities of the force, enabling the setup of fully functional mobile labs at crime scenes. This advanced capability empowers the Guyana Police Force to respond to crime scenes with unprecedented speed, accuracy, and effectiveness, ensuring that crucial evidence is meticulously gathered and preserved without compromise. The presence of esteemed dignitaries at the ceremony, including Minister of Home Affairs Honorable Robeson Ben, Commissioner of Police Mr. Clifton Hicken, and Crime Chief Wendell Blanham, underscores the significance of this milestone in enhancing law enforcement capabilities. As the Guyana Police Force embraces this cutting-edge technology, the nation can rest assured that its guardians are equipped with the tools and resources necessary to combat crime effectively and safeguard public security. With the unveiling of the crime scene vehicle, the Guyana Police Force reaffirms its commitment to upholding justice, ensuring accountability, and fostering a safer, more secure society for all citizens. Money laundering charges dismissed against Kenneth Kellowan Ramnarine and son. In a surprising turn of events, Magistrate Rondell Weaver dismissed money laundering charges against Kenneth Kellowan Ramnarine and his son, Damian Brandon Ramnarine, following the upholding of a no-case submission on Tuesday. The father and son, residents of Somerset Court, Hers telling East Bank Demerara, EBD, were initially confronted with a staggering 268 counts of money laundering, totaling over $4.1 billion. Represented by attorney Bernard De Silva, the duo had faced arraignment on February 9, 2023, alongside Kenneth's reputed wife, Yvette Nalini Sarup, a businesswoman, who was charged separately. The trio's legal saga began with their arrest at the Chetty Jugan International Airport, CJIA, on Wednesday, February 8, 2023, as they attempted to flee to the United States of America. Their apprehension followed a period of scrutiny by the Special Organized Crime Unit, SOCU, focused primarily on substantial cash deposits into Kenneth's business accounts at Ken's Trading Enterprise. SOCU head, Assistant Police Commissioner Fazil Karimbaksh, shed light on the investigation, revealing suspicions surrounding the origin of the funds, which were purportedly proceeds from the sale of biodegradable food boxes to local businesses, particularly Chinese restaurants. However, further scrutiny uncovered a complex web of wire transfers, totaling over $3.7 billion, ostensibly sent for the importation of raw materials from China. Despite their concerted efforts to prove the legitimacy of these transactions, investigators encountered denials from businesses listed as sources of funding by the accused. This prompted SOCU to initiate a comprehensive 3-year investigation, culminating in the dismissal of charges due to insufficient evidence. SOCU's efforts align with Guyana's Anti-Money Laundering and Countering the Financing of Terrorism Act, aimed at combating financial crimes through rigorous investigation and prosecution. The act empowers law enforcement agencies to identify, trace, and forfeit unlawful proceeds while imposing preventative measures on reporting entities. The dismissal of charges against Kenneth Kellowan Ramnarine and his son underscores the importance of due diligence and robust evidence in prosecuting complex financial crimes. As the legal proceedings conclude, the outcome raises questions about the adequacy of evidence in high-profile cases and the need for continued vigilance in combating money laundering and related offenses.